Hey everybody. So my last video was talking about you figuring out whether or not you really wanted it. And basically saying if you really wanted it, then it's crunch time. All right. But we can't leave it there. We can't just simply say we really want it and it's crunch time. We have to figure out what is our next step. How do we now achieve that? Talk is cheap. I can go in and say, yep, I do want to accomplish this goal. And no, I have not gone in and done what I needed to do to accomplish this goal. Okay, you've said it, but what are you going to do about it? You know you're not where you're supposed to be. You know you're not doing the things that you need to do to accomplish that goal. So what's next? Well, I'm here to kind of help that a little bit. Next is planning it out. First off, let's reevaluate what our goal was. Is the goal that we initially started out with the same goal that we want to achieve now? If it is, great. Let's keep moving forward. If not, then let's reevaluate what that goal is and now start planning it, which is the biggest piece of everything. It's the most tedious piece, but it's the most necessary piece. It's to go in and plan out, I want to reach this goal. How do I get here? So for me, in my job, many years I've done training. And the goal of some of the training classes that I did was to go in and figure out how to use this piece of software. Some of the classes were a week long. We had an overall goal of understanding the basics of this software. That was the overall goal. But in doing that, that goal was broken down into chapters. The end result is learning the software. How do we learn the software? We break it down into chapters and understand different pieces of that software. But that wasn't the lowest level. We even went further down and now took that chapter and broke it down into sections so we would go in and understand that a little bit better. So we now understood that chapter a little bit better by breaking it down into its milestones or into its sub levels. But that's what we need to do with our goal. We have this overall goal that we want to reach. Great. So what are some of the major steps that we need to take to accomplish that goal? Now, take those major steps and break them down into smaller milestones. I want to do this. Well, in order to accomplish this, I need to do X, Y, and Z, or A, B, and C, whatever. I need to do these things or understand these things better before I can do this. I want to get a certain certification. I want to go in and go back to school. I want to go in and start my own business. I want to do whatever. That's my overall goal. Now, what do I need to do in order to reach that overall goal? Well, does it take additional training, additional schooling? Does it take additional money? What are the different things that we're going to need to do? Do I need to gather a team together? All those things are necessary for us to think about. Like I said, this is one of the major pieces of accomplishing our goals is the planning piece. A lot of us don't want to do that. I said us. A lot of us don't want to do that because that's the tedious piece. We want to do something. We want to start working. We want to start moving, but we're not there yet. We need to figure out what the plan is. Before you go on a trip, you have a destination. But what do you do before that? You plan each step in order how to get to your destination. Okay, I gotta leave my house here. I gotta go in when I gotta get to the airport, the plane. I gotta make sure I got a hotel reservation. So when I get there, I have somewhere to stay. I need to get a rental car. I need to know a restaurant. All these different things that we're trying to do in order to, once again, our goal is this trip. But we go in and plan out that trip before we step foot out of the house. That's what we have to do. We have to take the time and plan out what it is that we want to do. Major goal, minor steps underneath that, and then milestones underneath those. Or you can say major goal, major milestones, and then some minor milestones in order to build up. It's better to go in and take small steps than no steps. Keep that in mind, because the goal, the only way that you're going to accomplish your goal is to continue to move forward. Minor steps are better than no steps. Or to quote Dr. Martin Luther King, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Nothing left to say. Thank you, Dr. King. Let's get busy, everybody. Ready, set, go.